I want anyone who's listening to this, that sees this, if you are suffering from depression, please get help. Please get help because it works.
The goal is for folks to see it as no different than a politician who suffers from high blood pressure, which I don't have, or has had a heart attack.
Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman and Harris County, Texas Judge Lina Hidalgo are two of the most outspoken elected officials telling Americans it's okay not to be okay. They've both taken leaves of absence for their mental health struggles. Hidalgo runs Harris County, which encompasses Houston. She's considered a big star in Texas Democratic Party politics with a potentially bigger political future. But her decision to seek treatment last year was seen as a big political risk. You heard her there moments ago when we spoke last October, her first interview after going back to work. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and a new poll from Gallup finds 80% of American adults believe the number of mental health issues has increased in the United States over the last 5 years. And Judge Lina Hidalgo joins us now here in Washington. It's good to see you again.
Likewise.
It's obviously been a few months since we met down in Houston. I suppose the first thing worth knowing is, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing fabulous. It's about to be a year since I checked myself into an inpatient mental health facility in Cincinnati, Ohio. And when I chatted with you, it was like my second day back at work.
Yeah.
I was so excited. I was so happy. And obviously since then, I've faced all kinds of challenges. But the upside of it is I'm handling everything so much better. And I'm just absolutely thrilled, and I can't wait to share more with you.
I imagine, or I wonder, have you heard much from constituents or people across the country about your decision to do this and then be so public about it? And what's that reaction been like?
I've heard from people a lot. Pretty much everywhere I go in my community, every time really, at least one person stops me to share their struggles, to thank me for being open about this. And I know that just sharing it means so much. One of the things that Senator Fetterman and I had in common when we met was how important our support systems were to us seeking care and getting better. For me, my boyfriend, for him, his kids, his wife. And so what I am now trying to share with people is, really take care of yourself. And if you're not the one suffering from a mental illness, educate yourself so that you can identify that in your loved ones, in your friends, in your kids. That's really important.
I remember one of the most stark things you suggested in our conversation was, if you ever have somebody say to you, "Oh, I just want to kill myself," the answer is not, "Oh, it's okay, don't worry about it, go take a walk, open a door, have a drink." It's what?
Go seek help. Go seek treatment.
Right.
And so we come from a place of love and support when we say, oh, just be positive. Look at all the great things going on in your life. My life was going great also. Of course, so many political challenges and disasters in Houston. We just had a terrible flood and, but it's part of the job. Everybody has challenges. And so many people just would tell me all the great things that were happening. And I didn't even know that inpatient mental health treatment was something that somebody could seek who didn't need to be in a white room with a bed and no tie-on points.
Right. You had said to me when we met last fall that you had hoped to meet with Senator Fetterman. You finally did last week here in Washington.
That's right.
How'd it go?
It went great. We are quite different. So I knew he was tall, but to see him in person, I'm 5'2" on a good day. And so he's almost 2 feet taller than me. He has children. I've got a cat. I'm just now getting married. Different stages of our careers. But there was also a lot in common. And part of what we talked about is how much precipitating events sent us to treatment, but also the fact that we ultimately, discovering that we had depression, sharing it with other people is just so vital, and of course the shame that people try to put on you when you seek mental health treatment.
I'm curious, and you don't have to give names, I wouldn't want them, but have you heard from anyone else in public office?
Yes.
Who says, I may want to do what you did?
I have heard from people. I'm trying to sort of mentor, coach some of my colleagues who have reached out to me about that, and share resources with them. But the most striking thing I've heard, Ed, is I started asking my close friends, colleagues from locally and around the country, and I said, how do you cope? How do you do this without seeking mental health treatment? And I had several of them say, I drink. And so that's the thing, is there has to be a way to cope, whatever the challenges in your life. And the point is to be compassionate with yourself the way you are compassionate with others. And, why is it that I had to learn this in 8 weeks in Cincinnati? Well, some people have that resiliency genetically, and some people, they grow up not knowing. Some parents teach it, some parents just don't know. Mine didn't. Doesn't mean they're bad parents, it just means I really want to share with people, learn, if not for you, for your kids, so they can have these tools to handle things so much better.
Harris County Judge Lina Hidalgo, good to see you again.
Likewise.
Thank you for sharing some of your story, and we should remind people, if you or someone you know is struggling, call or text 988 or chat 988 lifeline.org.